and welcome to my channel. Today I'll be making some steak and I thought I'd share the recipe with you, and I hope you guys enjoy it, and let me know in the comments below. And it's a nice spring morning and the sun's out, there's fresh breeze blowing, so I thought it'd be nice to shoot the video outside. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so over here I've got a ribeye steak, and the thing important with steaks is that you have to make sure that it's dry. So when you make it on the pan, you sear it well, and there's a nice crust formation over it. Thing is that Pakistan, it's hard to get nice steak cuts. I live in Islamabad, so I go to Qureshi in Kosar market, and they usually have nice steak cuts, so I usually buy it from them, and the meat is nice. So I've got steak, I've got butter, I have homegrown rosemary, and it's if you don't have this, it's okay, but if you do, then it gives great flavor, especially when you're basking it later on. And here I have some garlic, which also infuses good flavor when you're frying it on the pan. So that's about it. Along with these, you'll need some salt and pepper, and that's all you need to season the steak. And now I'm gonna start doing that. You have to be generous with seasoning it. So okay, let's do that. So be generous with the salt, because most of it is going to get washed away when you're cooking, so you don't have to worry about it getting too salty. Also, the salt dehydrates the meat over, and that increases the more crispy sear flavor. I prefer using fresh pepper because it gives a nice flavor. Now I'm gonna pat it just so all of that seasoning gets stuck into the meat, it doesn't flow off as much. Now to the other side. And our seasoning done. Okay, along with this, you'll need a cast iron pan, preferably, because it retains heat more evenly and it cooks the meat more evenly. I have this German made pan, it's really good quality. I'll be using this, and since I'm outdoors, I'll be using my outdoor stove to cook as well. Okay, let's continue. I'm going to add a little bit of oil. Just enough to cover the pan lightly. Now we have to wait for the pan to get hot enough so you can see smoke rising from the pan. So now that the smoke is coming from the pan, I'm gonna add it. As you see, I added it away from me, so if there are any splashes of hot oil, they go that way. Now we have to let the steak for at least a minute or two on one side, and then I'm going to flip it over to the other side. What's happening right now is it's called a Maillard reaction. It's taking place. That's forming the crust on the steak. And since it's a lean cut of steak, we don't have to cook it too much because it's going to start to cook. As you can see, let me show you from over here. You can see the sides turning white, which means it's starting to cook from over there. So now what I'm going to do is flip the steak over. The golden parts, those are the ones that are going to make the amazing crispy crust on it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the butter, the garlic and the rosemary. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to baste the steak. I'm going to tilt the pan and use the oil Chotu. We're gonna let the steak rest for 5 to 6. Well, around, you can go even up to 10 minutes. When you let the steak rest, all of the juices that you've cooked, they start to come back again into the meat. So it's really important you don't start eating it, you let it rest. I'm gonna add some of that tasty caramelized brown butter on top of it. And I like garlic, so I'm gonna put all of those to one side over here. And now I'm going to wait 5 minutes to let the steak rest. You see those juices starting to come out? That's richness. So you have to wait, and let's get back into it then. Okay, so the steak has rested for around 8 minutes. Now time to test it. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's a bit crispy, so that's nice. Turn it over. So this is the more presentable side. It has a nice sear on it, and you can see that's all the amazing juice that I told you that you have to let the meat rest. See, that's the most flavorful thing, and you can make a gravy out of it. Now all you have to do is Bismillah. Wow, it's just perfectly done. See, it's not medium, it's not definitely not rare, and it's definitely not super well done, but it falls under the category of being well done because you can't see any red part, at least in this part. So time to have a little test. Let's see. Salty, not too much, and it's tender. That's a good thing. Meat is nice. It's probably going to be a little pinkish from over here, but that's fine. It's still edible. See, if I press, you can see that juice is coming out, and those are amazing. And that's how you make a steak. So I hope you guys enjoy it back home and try making it. It's not difficult, especially with all this corona quarantine going on. You have to improvise and make steaks at home because you can't go out. Okay, best of luck, and hopefully you guys let me know that you made it and liked it. Okay, thanks, bye. हाँ जी दादू,
बहुत अल्लाह जी भाजा, आप तो बहुत कमाल कर देते हैं।
थैंक यू।
हाँ, बहुत बना अच्छा भी बना।
अच्छा,
ये भी एक ले लूँ?
हाँ जी ज़रूर, क्यों नहीं।
ये जो है
लहसुन
बहुत मज़े का होगा ये तो। बहुत
अच्छा बक गया,
बहुत ही मज़े का।
चलो शुक्रिया।
आपकी हर चीज़ मज़े की होती है, आप दिल की नीयत से बनाते हो ना।
थैंक यू दादा।